What if I told you that dropping 50 grand on a flashy luxury crossover right now is the fastest way to bankrupt yourself? Everyone is financing German barges or unproven EVs at 9% interest, thinking they bought peace of mind. But here is the truth dealers refuse to tell you. You are paying a massive premium for digital gimmicks that break the second your warranty expires. I've been turning wrenches and buying cars for 20 years. I see exactly what rolls into the shop on a tow truck and what only comes in for basic oil changes. Right now, in 2026, there is a sweet spot of brand new, cheap SUVs built like tanks. These are the vehicles that protect you from brutal depreciation and predatory repair bills. Today, I'm giving you the 5 cheap SUVs that never break down. Stick around because the #1 spot is the ultimate reliability cheat code that will save you thousands, and I will give you my exact checklist to use before you hand over a single dollar. At number 5, we have the Mazda CX-30, specifically with the 2.5-liter non-turbo engine. The 2026 MSRP sits right around $25,975, and it is the mechanic's darling. Here is the massive reliability hook. While almost every competitor has switched to rubber band CVTs that rely on metal push belts that can snap and grenade themselves after 100,000 miles, Mazda refuses to play along. They stick to a traditional heavy-duty 6-speed torque converter automatic. It actually shifts real gears and handles heat much better. Under the hood, you get the Skyactiv G 2.5-liter engine. By 2026, Mazda has refined this exact power plant for over a decade. You won't find complex hybrid batteries or tiny turbochargers waiting to fail. It's old-school technology built with modern precision. Let's do the mechanic math. If you buy a brand new Mazda CX-5, you're spending roughly $30,000. The CX-30 actually shares about 80% of its parts with that larger CX-5, but it costs $4,000 less. You get the exact same bulletproof drivetrain, the same heavy-duty suspension, and the same premium interior for a massive discount. Take that $4 grand you saved, put it in the bank, and it pays for your gas, brake pads, and basic maintenance for years. Number 4 is the Honda HR-V, specifically the LX and Sport trims. The 2026 starting price is $27,595, and I call this the Civic of SUVs. This generation uses the exact same chassis and underpinnings as the Honda Civic. That means when you eventually need basic suspension work like tie rods or control arms, the parts are dirt cheap. If the world trusts a Civic to run for 20 years, you can absolutely trust this SUV. Here is the technical secret. Under the hood, Honda gives you a naturally aspirated 2.0-liter iVTEC engine, no turbocharger. In 2026, the market is flooded with tiny turbocharged engines blowing up under pressure. I had a customer drag his Chevy Trailblazer into my shop last week. The tiny turbo blew, sent metal shavings through the entire oil system, and completely destroyed the motor at just 62,000 miles, a $5,000 repair bill. I told him straight up he should have bought an HR-V. Because the HR-V skips the turbo, you have much lower engine bay temperatures. The motor is never stressed out. Time for the mechanic math. In recent long-term surveys, the HR-V scored a 4.4 out of 5 for reliability. You buy this for 27 grand, and your depreciation is essentially flatlined compared to a Jeep Compass. It holds value like gold, meaning when you sell it, you get thousands back. Moving to number 3, we have the unkillable commuter, the Subaru Crosstrek. The 2026 MSRP starts right around $28,415. The reliability hook here is absolutely insane. 96% of all Crosstreks sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. People abuse these things on dirt trails and through blizzards, and they refuse to die. The technical secret is the symmetrical all-wheel drive system. On cheap SUVs from other brands, the all-wheel drive is reactive. It waits for the front wheels to slip before slamming power to the rear. That constant violent engaging creates shock and uneven wear on the differentials. Subaru's system is permanent. The power is always smoothly distributed to all 4 wheels, preventing the sudden mechanical stress that kills budget crossover drivetrains. Here's the mechanic math and the specific rule you need to follow. Skip the base 2.0-liter engine and buy the sport or premium model with the 2.5-liter engine. A bigger engine working effortlessly will always outlast a smaller engine working at its absolute limit. Over a 10-year period, the internal components on that 2.5-liter show significantly less wear, saving you easily $1,500 in gasket and seal replacements down the road. You pay slightly more up front at the dealership, but it pays you back tenfold in longevity. Number 2 is the gold standard of durability, the Toyota RAV4, specifically the non-hybrid gas model. The 2026 MSRP starts at $30,200. This is the most popular SUV in the world for a reason. Parts availability is unmatched. If your alternator dies on a Sunday road trip, every single auto parts store in the country has a replacement sitting on the shelf, and every mechanic knows how to bolt it on. Here is the technical secret that makes the gas RAV4 unstoppable. It uses Toyota's dynamic force engine with both port and direct injection. Most modern cars use only direct injection, which sprays fuel straight into the cylinder. Over time, that causes massive carbon buildup on the intake valves, choking the engine. I had a guy with a direct-injected Volkswagen Tiguan come in sputtering at 80,000 miles. It needed a full carbon cleaning, a $1,400 repair bill. I told him straight up he should have bought a RAV4 because Toyota's dual injection system would have sprayed fuel over the valves to wash them clean every time he drove. Toyota uses both injection types to keep those valves spotless for 300,000 miles. Let's look at the mechanic math. The 10-year maintenance costs on a RAV4 are 40% lower than the industry average for compact SUVs. You dodge a $1,000 carbon cleaning and hold the highest resale value in the class. That brings us to number 1, the absolute best value on the market, the Toyota Corolla Cross. The 2026 MSRP starts at $25,035, making it the cheapest vehicle on this list. The hook is simple. It's a Corolla. Toyota took the world's most reliable car nameplate and turned it into an extremely practical SUV. Because it's slightly smaller than the RAV4 but uses similar heavy-duty components, every single mechanical part is massively understressed. It's over-engineered for its own weight. That's exactly why in 2026 it's ranked as the #1 best value SUV by J.D. Power. If you want true never-break-down status, get the standard gas model for the lowest entry price or the hybrid if you drive over 20,000 miles a year. Statistically, both are the least likely to ever leave you stranded. Time for the mechanic math. Buying a brand new Corolla Cross for $25 grand instead of an average price new car at $48 grand means you avoid $23,000 in immediate debt. You save a fortune on high-interest car loans, your insurance premiums drop dramatically, and your monthly repair budget stays at zero because the warranty covers everything early on and the Corolla engineering covers everything else for the next 2 decades. If you're heading down to the dealership today to buy a Corolla Cross, use this exact 3-point mechanics checklist on the lot. Check number 1, look at the window sticker and confirm the manufacturing location. You want a VIN that shows it was built in the joint Mazda-Toyota plant in Alabama. Those lines have the absolute best quality control right now. Check number 2, pop the hood and check the engine oil dipstick. Even on a brand new car, you want to make sure the dealer prep team actually filled all the fluids correctly. I've seen cars roll off the lot 2 quarts low. Check number 3, look underneath the rear bumper at the exhaust routing. Make sure the heat shields are tight and not rattling. Lazy dealer prep means you get annoying metal rattles on day 2 of ownership. So, here's your final mechanics tip applying to all cars. Never let the finance manager talk you into an expensive third-party extended warranty on these 5 vehicles. These cars are built to outlast the warranty anyway. If a dealer tries to charge you $3,000 for a service contract, they're just padding their own pockets. Put that cash in a high-yield savings account, change your oil every 5,000 miles, and you'll be completely golden. Subscribe so you don't make a $10,000 mistake on your next car. See you in the shop.